And we're not going to get into too many twists because I'm being aware of my dad's lower back and I don't want him to overdo it. Okay. But we'll start seated. So grab 2 blocks, have those handy. If you don't have blocks, just grab cans or something weighted, because we will do some things where we're actually holding the blocks and kind of moving our arms like this. So having something just kind of a little weighted, even like a book is good, okay? And we'll start there. So sitting on whatever support you want to. Instead of sitting on a block today, I'm gonna sit onto my bolster, and then we will use those blocks in a moment, or whatever block thing you have. I'm wearing shorts. I never wear shorts to yoga, at least, but I figured I'm in my house, so I may as well wear my shorts. And I don't have AC. So, all right, let's sit nice and tall, right? Feel the lift up out of that lower back. You're kind of poking the belly forward almost, but there's a little contraction to help keep that spine tall. I think I have a bear hair on my face. Okay, allow your eyes to close. Broaden across the chest, open and expand there. Relax the shoulders. Relax down through the arms. And right away, just kind of drop into stillness. Take a nice deep, rich breath in. And an open mouth exhale. Starting to stretch the breath, inhale again through the nose, filling the belly and all the way up towards the chest. And pause for a little moment. An open mouth exhale, feeling the chest sink down, contracting the core, stretching that exhale. Another big breath in, slow and full. Pause a little longer at the top this time. Maybe starting to scan the body a little bit. Noticing areas of tightness. An open mouth exhale to release softly. Forcing that air out of the body as you stretch the exhale. Inhale again. Noticing how the breath gets a little longer, holding the breath in at the top. Step up a little more here. Soften the shoulders and the face. Scan the body down a little more, the chest, the arms, the back, the hips. Open mouth, exhale, soft and release. Contracting the core again, expelling more stale air. One more time, inhale through the nose. Pausing as you're full, sip up a little more. Soften the upper body. Holding a little longer, scan all the way down the legs, the knees, the feet. Noticing the parts of your body that connect to the support beneath you. Open mouth, exhale. Pressing even more air out. And let breath come in naturally. And empty you out naturally. Just let breath happen, coming back to its natural rhythm. Good. Let's bring our palms together in front of our heart. Drop your internal gaze down and a little tilt of the head down towards that heart space. And take a moment to set an intention for yourself, for your practice, for this very first day of a brand new month, for this very first day of a brand new week. A lot of firsts are happening right now. We're also in an astrological world in the Leo season. Leo is the sign of kind of fiery power, strength and courage, speaking our truth, right? And kind of going after the things we've been thinking about, and taking charge and accomplishing those things, those tasks, the projects, big decisions, things like that. So find an intention to help to support you just through this week, maybe in this fiery Leo season, right? Or throughout this month, something to just guide you on this first day, setting the tone for what lies ahead. And let a little smile come up on the face as you think of the intention. And take a nice deep breath in again. Open mouth, exhale. Releasing your hands. Lift the chin parallel to the floor. Your eyes can stay open or closed, or stay closed or open. And then just look over your left shoulder. And as you do, keep your chest square to the front of the room, so you could even gently feel the right shoulder pull towards the right as your chin moves towards that left shoulder. And just take a breath up the spine, lifting your chest. Relax your jaw, keep pulling the chin towards the left, right shoulder to the right. Soften the face. 2 more breaths here. And again, looking back to center, cruise over to the right side. Left shoulder pulling towards the left, right, or chin pulling towards the right shoulder. Inhaling up the spine, lifting the heart, heavy shoulders still. Feeling that opening through the side of the neck. Take another breath. And then we'll look forward. And then over towards the left side again, pulling that right shoulder to the right. Okay, now inhale. And as you exhale, look down a little bit, pulling the chin down. And then inhale, look up, pulling your chin up. And exhale back down. So you're still looking towards the left, pulling the right shoulder to the right. Inhaling, come up, lifting the chin a little higher. Exhale, come down. Inhale to neutral. Exhale to center. Inhale to the right side. Exhale, look down. Pulling the chin down, and then inhale, pull the chin up. So we're tilting the head here. And then exhale, chin pulls down at the same time as it's pulling to the right, right? Inhaling, the chin pulls up. That left shoulder is still pulling to the left. Exhaling, chin comes down. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale down. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, center. Chin to chest, exhale. Head. Now grab your hand or interlace your hands, bring them to the back of the head. Drop your elbows heavy, just weigh into the head here. Feeling the hands weigh the head down. We're not rolling forward though, we're just feeling this neck and neck flexion. So if you feel like you're rolling forward, try to flatten your upper back as you lift your heart center. Keep your chin pulling down towards the chest. And then if you think about where your eyes and your nose are pointing, they're pointing straight down to the center region of the body. So now point your eyes and your chin over to your right knee. So you're kind of moving your gaze over towards the right. Take a breath. And then look straight down again, and then move the head as you look over towards the left, inhaling. And exhaling back to center. And now open the elbows, lift your chin, keep your hands behind the head, look up. Squeeze your shoulders behind you, open up the chest. Now lift up through the chin. Deep breath here. And an exhale out. Come back to center. Good, reach your arms all the way up. Big breath, circle the wrist around. Good, maybe move a little side to side, move your head a little bit. Maybe you look right and left again. Maybe you drop the head down and you look up. Maybe move around in a little bit of a circle with the head and the neck. Moving the wrist in the opposite direction. So drop that left hand down, reach your right arm over, side bend. Reaching, pressing into that left hand. So stack the shoulders, pulling that right shoulder back a little, the left shoulder forward a little. So we want to feel that left shoulder roll on the back. So it's easy for the head of the shoulder to kind of pull forward. So roll the head of the shoulder on the back, bending your elbow. Let that shoulder be heavy from the ear. Good, nice deep breath in. Let's bend that right elbow, hold the back of the head. Push the skull into the hand, reach up through the elbow, take a breath here. Exhale, soft bend in that left elbow, pushing into that left hand, keeping the right hip connected. As you exhale slowly, pull your elbow forward, contracting your core, letting your head gaze down, letting your gaze go down. It's like your elbow is trying to reach to the knee. And then pull the elbow back up so you open your chest forward again, stacking the shoulders. Good, exhale, hug the belly in, and it's like you're pulling that elbow down towards the knee, squeezing your core in. Inhale, open the elbow back up, look up. Good, slow and steady, exhale. rounding this elbow down towards the knee. Not like we're gonna touch it though. And then inhale, lift that elbow, lift your arm, pull yourself up, both arms lift. Exhale, drop your right arm down. Let that hand slide out a little bit, push into that hand as you reach that left arm over. Feel connected with both hips, evenly rooted, right? That left hip is an anchor. We pull that left shoulder back a little. We roll the right shoulder on the back. So you could squeeze your shoulders on your back, softening a bend into that right elbow to soften that shoulder. You open the space around the neck, right? And then let's bend that left elbow. Hold the back of the skull, pushing the skull into the hand. So you lift your chin. Maybe your gaze goes up and you breathe and you lift up through the elbow, reaching as you exhale. Now inhale. And exhale, we create that tilt, pulling the elbow forward, hugging the core in as you root into the right hand. We're almost gazing down towards that right thigh, and the elbow pulls towards the knee. Slowly, we lift and open, feeling the elbow pull up and a little behind us. Exhale, hug the core in. It's like you're crunching, doing like a little bit of an ab curl in here. Inhale, elbow lift, opening our chest and expanding the front body. Exhale, we kind of concave as you round and contract the core. One more time, opening the elbow, gazes forward and then up. Exhale, round. Good. Inhale, open the elbow back up, lift that arm up, let that pull you up, both arms reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Good. Release your hands down. Let's switch our cross of those legs. Maybe you straighten your legs for a moment, releasing the bend. Let's grab our two blocks. Okay, we're gonna work a little bit on internal, external rotation in a different fashion. If you guys remembered last week, Monday night, I did a class on yoga props. And so I learned a few things. So now we're doing them. Okay, palms are up, holding these blocks. Your forearms are parallel to the floor. And now your elbows squeeze in against your waist, right? Your arms come forward and your blocks try to touch. Books, blocks, water bottle, cans, whatever you got. Okay, now think about squeezing your elbows against your ribs so tightly. Keep them squeezing and start to open the blocks apart. Keep squeezing those elbows in. Gotta go back as far as you can and then exhale, pull forward. And then inhale, open, squeezing those elbows into the body. Exhale and come forward. Inhale, open. Exhale. Notice how your forearms move, right? Your palms try to lift here. Try to keep those forearms and palms parallel to the floor. Shoulders are on the back, right? Hugging the core in. Feeling the shoulders squeeze on your back as your hands open. Okay, now we're gonna open them again. And then keep feeling like your elbows are pulling in, but we're opening, we're lifting, right? Bringing your hands up as high as feels good, squeezing your shoulders on your back, and then exhale, elbows pull into the waistline, and the hands come forward. And then we inhale, open and lift, feeling the shoulders contracting on the back. Exhale, pulling in and closing. Two more. Open, lifting, squeezing, pulling in and closing. One more time, open, lifting, pulling in and closing. And then bring the blocks together, drop them, shake out your arms. Good. Okay, let's come onto our knees. Scoot your feet out of the way, bring your blocks towards the front. Get your support out of there. Stand up on your knees here. Okay, now we're going to bring our arms forward. Okay, untuck the toes, squeeze your glutes, and we're gonna lean back as far as feels comfortable. And then come up, hands come down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Right, so keeping your core strong, everything is stable versus just the hips going back, right? We want to keep our shoulders in line with those hips. So a good test is having your hands right next to you and leaning back, right? And noticing, right? Keeping your arms in line with your torso, right? But giving our arm or bringing our arms forward gives us a little more range of motion. So maybe we go back a little Woo. Okay, 2 more. Bring it back. And up. And back. Good, and forward. Now drop your hands down. Okay, let's extend that right leg back. Foot on the floor and move forward and back on that calf or on your toes. Stretching your calf. Good. Let's lift that leg, circle the ankle around, spread your fingers wide, start connecting with your foundation. Hug that low belly up here towards that low back, squeezing your core in. Nice deep breath, roll the ankle in the other direction. Now bend that knee, okay? And then we're gonna just pump the knee up and down. So the knee stays level with the hip, but we lift it higher and lower to be in line with the hip, right? For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now open the knee out to the right, circle it out towards that right elbow, hover it down, push the foot up again, big circle. Open it out to the right, and down and up. Holding the core in as you exhale, that right knee pulls to the elbow. Good. Now switch directions. Exhale, knee to the elbow. Open it out, inhale. Exhale, knee and open it out. Last 2. Keeping your elbows as straight as you can. Isolate this movement with your hips. Now straighten that leg back. Drop the toes. Scoop that heel to the right. Move your left foot off the mat behind you. Right arm up. Squeezing your glutes to press them forward. Keeping your core tight. Reach your right arm all the way above the head, out towards the front of the room. Take a breath in. And then a shoulder circle. Right arm circles down. Keep it back. Up. Maybe a little behind your body. Forward and down. Keep going. Move your head if you want to, following your hand. So you find a little movement through the neck. And go in the other direction, opening. Feel that expansion, keeping that right leg strong and connected and rooted through the foot. Good, and slowly we'll come down, right hand down, right knee in. Tuck your toes, push hips to heels, reach your head forward or your torso forward, arms forward. Just elongate the spine a bit. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Come on up, table. Pulling your hands in, knees under your hip points. Left foot extends back, toes down, move forward and back. Forward and back, adding us some movement in that low leg. Hugging the core in. Again, find your foundation. Keep that core tight. Now we'll slowly lift that leg. Circle the ankle around a few times. Move in the other direction. Listen for the breath. Maybe Ujjayi breathing now. Nice and slow, elongated, steady breath. Now we'll bend the knee. Okay, and then we pump that heel up and knee lowers level with the hip. So keep pumping, pump and pump. And notice how your belly might want to drop as you lift the knee and you do this pumping. So keep your core tight. You're pulling the belly up here, stimulating some nice blood circulation and heat and burning in those glutes. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knee out to the left, hug it to the elbow, and circle it down. Push the foot up again. Keep your chest broad. Your gaze is a little forward. So the neck is long. And keep doing your circles. Keep your core tight. Elbows are straight as you pull that elbow into the, or knee to the elbow. And then switch, knee to elbow, open out. Find the breath. Warming up our joints here. One more time. Good, reach that leg back, straightening it. Drop the toes, scoop that heel to the left, right foot off the mat. Lift that left arm, swing your arm up, feeling the glutes strong, and reach that right arm ahead of you, deep breath. Exhale, shoulder circle, lowering the arm, circle it back and up, and then just keep going. Keep your right arm straight, keep your glutes strong, keep your core strong. Trying to really isolate only this movement in the shoulder and maybe the neck. Going the other direction. Good, embrace the body heat you're feeling. If you're starting to sweat, right, sometimes that can create irritability. So just trying to embrace whatever's showing up for us. throughout the practice, giving ourselves a moment when we feel maybe we want to give up. Come back, bring yourself onto your tabletop, but tuck those toes, push back again, hips onto your heels, flip your palms up if that feels nice for your hands. Maybe just bring your fingers to rub your palms for a moment. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Good. Come forward. Okay, untuck those toes. Okay, now we're gonna bring your knees like really close towards your hands. Now we're really isolating using our core strength here. We're gonna push into our hands and the tops of the feet. So be mindful of your ankles, Dad, especially with those metal in your feet, right? And just be mindful of your toes, only lift as far as feels good, but focus on your belly engaging. So we push into our hands and we pull those knees out towards those elbows or towards your armpits, and then lower back down. Okay, so inhale here, exhale, pull or lift up, and then down. Exhale, and down. So push into your hands, try to get your knees towards those elbows or your armpits. Let's do 3 more. You got this. Last one. And then lower. Okay, walk your knees back. Open them as wide as you want. Hands by your feet, forehead to floor, child's pose. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Roll up slowly, sitting on your heels. Roll the shoulders back, sweep your arms up. As you exhale, twist to your right, bring that right hand behind you, lift that left arm up, bend that right elbow, lean back a little bit. Good, and then inhale, come up, bring that right arm up, face forward. Exhale, twist a little to the left, not too much. Left hand down, right arm up, bend that left elbow so you're leaning back a little. Reach back and then up. Bring that left arm up. Exhale, hands come down, tuck your toes. Sit back again on your heels. Good. Now, right hand, you can use blocks here if you'd like to. I'm going to suggest blocks. You don't necessarily need them, but you can. You can hold heels if you'd like to, or the block. Now we're going to push up, right hand stays down, push up to those knees, squeezing your glutes, and now this left arm comes up and reaches back. Good, and then slowly bring that left arm down, sit down on your heels. Switch, left hand down, right arm forward and up, pressing your glutes forward, your hips forward. Your glutes are so tight here, helping to support that low back. Again, right hand down, left arm comes up, squeeze those glutes, lift and open. Exhale down, and again, lift and open. Exhale. Okay, now bring your hands forward. Maybe you use your block or just hands on the earth. Keeping our toes tucked, lift your knees, okay? And you're just gonna kind of be on the ball mound of your feet. You can bring your hands forward with your blocks or hands on the floor still. Toes are touching, big toes touch. Squeeze your knees together then. Hug your core in. Bring your knees down as you lift your torso and hands come to your heart. Squeeze the navel center in here. Soften the shoulders. Steady your gaze. And notice how your body is constantly reevaluating your center of gravity here. Slow and steady with the breath. Squeeze those knees in like there's a block between your thighs, right? Squeeze the center line. Good. And then hands come down. Let's open our knees apart here so the heels connect, right? So we'll face you, you open and those heels connect, right? And so from here, you can again use the blocks or not, right? And then you kind of find those heels to rest right at the base of the pelvis. And we'll feel the sit bones. Hands then come to our heart center and hold in balance. Can you push into your feet a little and almost feel yourself float a little? Now, no hands, bring those knees together, reach your arms forward, push into your feet, heels are up, lift all the way. Reaching your arms up, high on those tippy toes, stay on the tippy toes, forward fold, bending the knees, stay high, stay high, stay high, little bend in those knees, squeeze those knees towards each other if you notice they're opening, then bend the knees a lot, drop your heels and rest the head. Nod yes, Nod no. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Roll up slowly again to standing. Rounding that spine, shoulders shrug up, arms circle up, big breath. Squeeze those legs together. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, push the hips back, chest forward, diving down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins. Exhale, fold. Roll up again, round the spine. Take your time, roll the shoulders, arms reach up. Open the arms here and interlace behind your back. Right, if your shoulders are feeling tight, use a strap. Squeeze your shoulders with those arms. Bend your knees, lift your heart, inhale. Push the hips back, fold forward. Exhale, hug the belly in. Squeeze your shoulders together, pull them up away from your ears. Feeling your hands lift, lift, lift. Belly tightens. Almost like you're trying to hollow out the belly. Pull the navel center in. Hands or elbows bend, hands come to the low spine. Trace the hands down the legs, all the way to the earth. Once they're on the earth, open your heels apart and then your toes and your heels and your toes. Your feet are wider than your hips, knees are bent. Left hand comes to the floor, maybe a fist or a palm in front of your toes, about a whole footprint. So move forward. You can even use a block. Leaning forward, so your hips are on top of your heels, right arm pulls up. Left knee bends, gentle here in this twist. Allowing your pelvis to twist too, right? So we're not trying to keep our pelvis neutral. We're allowing a little bit of a movement of a twerk here in our pelvis. Pull that left shoulder on the back, pull your heart center forward, right? And just be gentle as you rotate. It's easy to force twist, right? And that's where injuries can happen. So just feel the breath and the movement of your ribs to help you. Flip that right palm behind you, bend that right elbow and bring the back of the hand to the left outer hip for half. Opening the shoulders, so more than the legs or really in this twist, just observe the upper body, the chest, the shoulder head. Good. And then right arm comes up, reach forward. Drop that hand, bending both of your knees and relax your head, nod yes. Nod no. Roll up slowly to standing, take your time, rounding up. Roll the shoulders back, arms up, big breath. Open wide with the arms, interlace your hands, opposite clasp, squeeze with your chest. Inhale, bend your knees, another breath. Hips pull back, chest pulls up, hands lift, and then we hinge forward. Folding, head comes forward, head and chest, and then our hands lift and shoulders pull up. Another breath. And then hands to the low back, slow release all the way down. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, melt forward, relax. Right hand, palm, fist, or block down. Bend that right knee, left leg is strong. Pull that left arm all the way up, big breath here. Exhale. Feel the right head of your shoulder roll on your back. You can even use your left hand to kind of push that shoulder on your back, because as we come into a twist, usually this right shoulder kind of shrugs forward with us. So keep that shoulder expanding on the spine, and we'll flip that left palm behind you, bending that left elbow, back of that left hand, pressing against the outer right hip or low back. Think about the movement in the upper body, the opening in your shoulders, the rotation of the spine and the thoracic spine. Good, and then that left arm up. Bring it forward and down, relax, nod yes, nod no, move your whole torso up and down, side to side. Good, roll up slowly, rounding that spine again, taking your time, roll the shoulders, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Hit your blocks if they're there, relax your head and everything. Halfway lift, inhale. And as little steps with your hands as possible, plank pose. Right hand, left hand, or right hand. Bring your big toes together. zip down the midline of your body, right? So setting ourselves up in this plank pose, the belly tightens, the legs are strong, our chest pulls forward, our gaze is a little forward, so the neck is long, and then drop your knees down right where they are. So our body weight is forward here. Tendency is to keep those hips back on top of those heels or knees. So bring your body weight forward so that the body weight's kind of in your palms. Hug your core in here. Okay, now we're gonna lift both toes up. We're gonna extend your right leg back, squeezing those glutes, and then bend your elbows and do a little push up. And then lift back up. Inhale, come down. Exhale, push up. Inhale down, exhale up. Keeping the right glutes tight, lift that leg. For 4, core is tight. 3, 2, for 1, right knee down, push back, child's pose. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Another big inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale, back up, sliding your hands a little forward. Let's come to plank pose. So we find that alignment. Good, everything zip down the midline, heart is forward, neck is long. And then we just bend those knees, dropping them down right where they are. We lift those toes. Okay, and then we'll extend that left leg back. Nice big breath in, heart forward. Inner elbows forward. Exhale or inhale. Lowering. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale. For 4. Keep that left leg strong. 3. Slow and steady. 2. 1 more. Left knee down, back to child. Maybe hands come by your feet this time, relaxing your shoulders for a breath. Another one. Good. All right, arms come forward. Palms wide. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Separate your feet as wide as you want to and pedal the legs. Right knee bending, and then left knee bending. All right, really broaden through the shoulders, strong in the upper back, rooting into those hands, pushing into them. Feeling the hips flying nice and high, long spine. Let's bend our knees deeply, look at the hands with a breath in. Exhale, step both feet to the front, exhaling there. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, relax the head. Sweep your arms back, pull your chest forward, start lifting with a flat spine all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Think of your intention. Deep breath. Exhale, release your hands. Arms circle up. Squeeze those legs together, squeeze your glutes, lift up through the arms, floating your ribs up. Reach back a little bit. Come to center, open the arms forward, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Chaturanga or half. Zip everything down the midline of your body as you lower down. Now bring your hands to the outer edges of your mat, tensing your fingers, the elbows high. Squeeze your glutes, push your pelvis down, press into your hands and lift your torso. Exhale, dip that left shoulder in, look past that right shoulder. Inhale, come up again. Exhale, right shoulder dips in, look to the left, even behind you, get in the neck. Inhale, up. Exhale to the right. Don't lift too high if you're feeling it in the low back. Exhale, right shoulder in. Inhale again. Last round, left shoulder in. Look all the way back. Inhaling up. Exhale, right shoulder in. Inhale up, and then lower to center. Palms under shoulders, push to child's pose. Roll over the knees. Open the back, take a breath, and sigh it out. Good, inhale. Come on up, sliding your hands a little forward as you do, tucking your toes, downward facing dog. Deep round of breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. 2 more breaths. One more. And then we'll bend those knees, inhaling, look forward. Step with the opposite foot first, both feet stepping forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Reach your arms forward to outline your ears. Lift with a flat back, using your core strength, right? Nice and strong. Lifting into our back bend. High with that torso, reaching back. Come to center, hands to our heart. Nice deep breath. Releasing your hands. Good. Hands to hips. Let's step the right foot far back. Scoot that heel over to the right. Move your left toes over to the right. Now we're in a wide leg stance. Okay. Arms open out wide. Deep breath here. Exhale, fold halfway forward. Drop that left hand down. Right hand to that low back. Pull your heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, pull the right shoulder up. Good. Now lower that right shoulder down. Inhale. Exhale, pull the shoulder up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Think about your pelvis staying neutral here. Inhale, only the right shoulder is moving. Exhale. You push out of that left hand. One more time. Exhale. And then fold all the way down. Right hand down, left hand down, head down. Nod yes, nod no. Take a breath. Hollow out the belly as you exhale. Let the head dangle. Good. And then hands under shoulders, right hand down, palm down, left palm on that low back. Okay. We're keeping our neutral pelvis parallel to the ceiling. Okay. Focus on just the left shoulder lifting, and it's not a massive twist. We're isolating the upper body here. And I know I said we weren't going to do many twists, but I'm trying to create a lot of awareness around the pelvis and how the pelvis helps you with twists, and we're trying not to. We're trying to keep the strength of our hips secure, so strengthen your legs. Feel like your inner thighs are pulling in, right? Strengthen those glutes, tighten, and then push into that right hand, pull your heart forward. Inhale. Exhale, left shoulder pulls up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, pull it up. Pushing into that right hand. Inhale, down. Just 2 more. Exhale, up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then lower. All the way down, relax. Nod yes and no. Okay, grab for your outer shins or ankles, bending your elbows, trying to pull your forearms towards those knees, pulling your torso down a little bit. Trying to get your forehead or the top of the head towards the earth. Hollow out the belly as you exhale. And then reach your arms to either side of the room, lifting with a flat back. You can bring your hands to your hips if you want. Flip your palms all the way up. Lift slowly. Bring your arms up. Open them out to a T again. Folding halfway down. Pausing there. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, lift, use your glutes, lift all the way, arms up. Open wide, folding halfway, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up again. Exhale, halfway. Inhale, lift all the way up again. Last one, exhale, fold halfway, come all the way down. Grab your legs to the floor, relax the head. Nice deep breath. Sigh it out. Hands to the earth, lift your torso. Coming into a side lunge, deep side lunge, Skandasana. Bend that right knee. Maybe you rotate that left heel up, or you pull that left heel in a little bit to get kind of secure down here. Your right heel could be lifted. You could bring your hands on a block. Try to keep your torso up, up, up. If there's too much pressure on the knees, and you're going to stay kind of upright, both heels on the floor, and you're just kind of leaning into that knee, right? And so now wherever you are, push into your hands, let's switch sides. That left heel drops. We maybe rotate the right toes up, or you must keep those toes down, whatever feels okay for you. Think only as far as feels good for your knees, your ankles. Take a breath, try to lift your torso. Hug the navel center in. Try to keep your hips as low as you can and switch sides. You can use your hands on the earth to kind of walk yourself over. Let's go again over to that left side. So you kind of walk your hands with you. Then over to that right side, walking those hands. Right, maybe no hands, and your hands are at your heart, and you're keeping your hips super low, and your torso lifted, and your belly super tight, and you're just going side to side. Let's keep going here. Beautiful, Shana. Nice and slow and steady here. Okay, right side, we're gonna end with the left side, pressing it over. Hands down, come up to center. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold all the way down, exhale. Relax the head, nod yes, nod no. Arms reach out to the side of the room, lift with a flat back all the way up to standing. Arms up, hands to heart. Beautiful. Into our hips. Pull the left heel in, toes forward, bend that back knee, take a big step. Shake out those legs. Woo, feeling it. All right. Standing to the front of the mat, keep your arms up, strong legs zip together, reach up high. Exhale, forward fold. Heavy head. Inhale, halfway lift. Left leg back, exhale, high lunge. Bend that front knee. Okay, always an option to drop that back knee if you want to, lift your torso. Excellent. Okay, slowly, we're gonna bend that back knee. Hands are gonna sweep back as we pull this left leg up. And then bring your arms forward. It's like you're reaching to a warrior three, but then those left toes land back and lift the torso. And then leaning forward, we sweep our arms back as we pull this left leg up. Reach it back, slow and steady, arms forward, left leg back, land those toes. Good, where are we? Okay, arms are up. We reach, pushing out of that foot, we pull it in. And then reach it back, left leg back, arms forward, we step it back, coming into high lunge. And again, pressing and lifting. And then reaching back and lowering. Deep breath here. Exhale, fold. Drop the left knee down. Left hand stays on the floor. Walk that right foot out to the right. Right hand to the inside leg. Bend that left knee, toes up. Lift your chest. Push into the left hand. Bring your right hand to that knee. Twisting yourself here gently. Deep breath. Maybe you reach that right arm up. Maybe you reach back for that foot. Being mindful. Breathe deeply. Soften where you can. One more breath. Releasing mindfully, right arm forward. Lift that back knee, step the foot to the outer left wrist. Sink your hips down. Elbows to your inner knees, palms connect, heart up, big breath. Exhale, belly tightens in. Another inhale. And exhale. Last one. Maybe your intention is at the forefront of the mind. Hands down, right leg goes back, left foot steps in, find that high lunge stance, contract those glutes, okay? Hug your core in, reach your arms back and lift up. Okay, slowly bend that back knee, take your time, sweep it forward. Okay, steady and slow. Pull that leg back as your arms reach forward, your torso is reaching forward, your right leg's reaching back, we bend that left knee, toes land, we lift up. Now reach forward with your torso, push out of that left foot and lift. And then slowly that right arm goes back and lands down. Now you can move your arms with you if you want to, or we come up, pulling the leg up and your arms come back. Or you can keep your arms up the whole time, whatever you want. Reach forward, the arms and torso, right leg back, and land it. 3 more. Strengthen those legs. Reach back, lower. 2 more, you've got this. Pulling and lifting. Great job. Reach it back, slow and steady. Land it down. Last one. Pull and lift. Awesome, Shana. Pull it back, land it down. Big breath in. Forward fold. Walk that left foot out to the left. Drop that right knee. Okay, lift those right toes. You can stay right here. Right palm can come down or on a block. Left arm could come up. Maybe you reach back to the foot or you don't. Deep breath. Opening the chest, lifting the chin away from the chest. Another breath. Releasing that foot slowly, left hand forward. Step that right foot to the outer right wrist. Drop the hips, elbows to the knees, lift your heart. Navel to spine. Another breath. Hands down, step to downward facing dog. Nice deep round of breath in, pedal out the legs, open the back. Good, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Baby cobra, inhale. Hold it as you exhale and extend your arms long by your side. Start squeezing those glutes. Start lifting your toes and legs. Inhale, we lift higher. Hold it as you exhale. Maybe close your eyes. Just hold and breathe. And not only are we lifting here, but we're trying to find length through the body, trying to grow taller. So you feel the crown of the head pull forward as you even lift. Right? And you feel your toes reach back as they lift too. 3 more. 2 more. Use all the muscles along the spine, building beautiful strength in the low back, helping to support us. 1 more deep breath, lift even higher. And then lower, we're done. Woo. Rest the cheek on the mat, wiggle the hips. Bend the knees, rock your feet side to side. Good. Okay, bring your legs together here. Left leg goes long, left arm goes long, forward. Left arm goes forward, left leg goes back. Reach your right hand for the top of your right foot, pulling the ankle to the glute. Take a breath in and exhale it out. Now inhale, push your right foot into your hand, lifting that shoulder in your head, lift your left arm. Keep your left leg on the floor, contracting that thigh. Deep breath in. Push the foot into your hand, lift. Deep breath, lift. 1 more. And then release it slowly. Right arm forward, left knee bends, left arm back. Reach for the foot. Pull it in and just hold it. Take a breath. Exhale everything out. Inhale, lift. Press that foot into the hand, lift your head and torso. And then lift your right arm too. Keep your right leg rooted down. Deep breath. Pelvis pushes down, glutes are tight here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then release. Both hands under shoulders. Roll over your knees, find your child's pose. Press back, take a breath. Sigh it out. And then slowly roll yourself all the way up. Rounding the spine, roll the shoulders, circle and sweep those arms up. Hands to your heart. Good. Okay, let's scoot our feet out of the way. Bring your legs forward. Okay, from here, knees are bent. Open them wide. Bottoms of the feet connect. Hold the shins with your chest. Deep breath here. Exhale, fold forward. Grabbing for your toes, maybe interlacing around them. Pressing your feet together. Feeling some expansion and spaciousness around your sacrum and the low spine. Letting your head get heavier. Nice deep breath. Really soften the head, the jaw, the tongue. And then we'll slowly lift back up. Bring those knees together. Reach your arms forward, lean back, and then scoop your tail under you, rolling to your spine. Bring your knees or your feet closer. Tuck your shoulders under, arms by your side. Push into your feet, squeeze your glutes and lift your hips. Tuck your shoulders under you. Interlace your hands under you or hold the outer edges of the mat. Bridge pose. Deep breath. Feel your tailbone lengthen towards your knees to elongate out of that low back. Squeeze those knees towards each other. If you feel achiness in your knees, rather than pressing into your feet, try to pull your feet towards your shoulders. Contracting more through your hamstrings and your glutes then, taking pressure out of those knees. For 3, for 2, for 1. Release those hands, roll down in a straight line. Bring your right knee into your chest, left leg goes long to the floor. Pull the knee over to the left, rolling you gently into a lumbar back twist. Be mindful about this. Right arm reaches back or out to the right. Relax your left leg. Maybe you have support. I actually conveniently have a block here resting right underneath my right knee. So it's preventing my right knee from going below my right hip, if you will. It's keeping my knee level with my hip, which is going to support your lower spine. Dad is saying, when you're ready, we'll switch. Rolling on your back, right leg goes long, left knee comes in. Squeeze it in first. And then pull that leg over to the right. Maybe you use a block to rest your knee right onto. That right hand can hold it there. So now our knee is level with the hip versus if I didn't have the block there, it would go lower than the hip and the pelvis, which is going to pull more on that low spine. So be mindful. Maybe a block feels much more supportive today. It actually does on my back. Take 2 more breaths. Gazing to the left, twisting through the neck. And then we'll roll to the back. Bring both of your knees into your chest. Rock a little left and a little right and a little side to side. Any last movements here that feel good for you? Maybe opening your knees apart, rocking, right? And a happy baby or left and right, feeling the low back and glutes get a little pressure in this kind of half straddle position. Good. Now, 2 options for Shavasana. Either you on your mat with support underneath your knees, like a bolster or your block, one under either calf, right? You can literally just kind of rest your leg right on to a block like that, or throw your legs up a wall or a chair or something, and that's going to be a very nice release for your low spine. I know I've been focusing a lot on that low back, mainly because of my daddy. Right, and so do what feels good, but because we've done some movements, especially in the pelvis, a lot of awareness there, this legs up the wall is going to be very supportive to help drain blood out of the legs, to help really bring weight into that low spine, thinking into a nice flat supported position there. Bring your arms wherever, find that position, close your eyes. Exhale everything out of your body. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Sip it up. Open mouth, exhale. Relax your whole body as you rest effortlessly here in your Shavasana. Maybe bringing your intention to the forefront of your mind to help keep you present, to help keep you focused on the beautiful opportunity of release in the body, being present with that release in the body. A reading from the Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo for August 1st. For the flower, it is fully open at each step of its blooming. We do ourselves a great disservice by judging where we are in comparison to some final destination. This is one of the pains of aspiring to become something. The stage of development we are in is always seen against the imagined landscape of what we are striving for. So where we are, so closer all the time, is never quite enough. The simple rose at each moment of its slow blossoming is as open as it can be. The same is true of our lives. In each stage of our unfolding, we are as stretched as possible. For the human heart is quite slow to blossom and is only seen as lacking when compared to the imagined lover or father or mother we'd like to become. It helps to see ourselves as flowers. If a flower were to push itself to open faster, which it can't, it would tear. Yet we humans can and often do push ourselves. Often we tear in places no one can see. When we push ourselves to unfold faster or more deeply than is natural, we thwart ourselves. For nature takes time, and most of our problems of will stem from impatience. Before my experience with cancer, I was sorely driven as an artist. I pushed myself greatly. I think the creative impulse was deep and irrepressible in me and ultimately healthy, but it was my secret need to achieve some sort of greatness that made me press until something began to rip. It was the unending, relentless push to measure up, and quickly, against some imagined form of myself that made the flower of my mind tear. I do not believe that people bring cancer on themselves, but I do believe that wherever we weaken ourselves, that part will give way to illness first. It was not by accident that the cancer struck the creative side of my brain. Perhaps one of the hardest remedies to accept for our pain of becoming is that wherever we are in our path, no matter how flawed or incomplete, is a blossoming unto itself. However much we've done at the end of the day is more than enough. It is the dream becoming truth. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. Feel your body on your yoga mat again in the space you're in. Hearing the sounds in the room you're in. Smelling the scent of the air around you. The taste on the palate. Moving the eyes under the lids and noticing the inside layer of those eyelids. Start to smile. And start to deepen the breath more as you invite more movement in through the fingers and the toes. Rocking the head side to side. And make your way into a full body stretch. Reaching your arms back and your legs long and together, pointing the toes, reaching the arms back. Take a nice deep breath as you reach and stretch and flex everything. Exhale and relax. Roll over to your side, trying to keep those eyes closed. And press yourself up slowly to a comfortable seated position, or I'll close our practice together. Let's bring our palms together in front of our heart. Reminding yourself of your intention, bring that to the forefront of the mind. Smile at that and let this guide you whenever you need to change your mind. And rub our palms together to generate heat and energy in the hands, going faster and faster and faster. And bring your warm palms to cup over your closed eyes, barely on your face, and take a full breath in. Exhale to release your hands slowly down, connecting your palms again in front of your heart. Believe in yourself and do what you are supposed to. Appreciate yourself, enjoy yourself, and love yourself. From my heart to yours, my friends and family. Namaste. Yay. Thank you, friends and family.